Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs for another football box tonight. As you can see, we've got a mega box for you all this evening, the debut edition 2025 Panini Revolution featuring Ashton Janty on the front. We have 4 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. Look for exclusive autographs in Revolution Signatures Storm. We did see, I think, actually it wasn't the debut edition for basketball this year. I think we saw that last year, but it'll be the first time checking out the football edition. Look for the ultra rare star factor insert. I'm not going to hold my breath on that since we did just get a case hit not too long ago. First time I've ever had one of those. Here's a look at what all else can be found in here. I'm sure it will look pretty similar to the basketball edition, but we're going to be looking for the rookie class. We'll see if Jackson Dart's in here, Cam Ward, possibly some Shedeur Sanders action, Ted McMillan, maybe the cover guy, Ashton Janty. I don't know why I always feel the need to say it that way, Ashton Janty. It sounds like, I don't know, sounds like something, a name that like Mort Goldman would pronounce very funnily. Ashton Janty has like kind of nerdy connotations to it, but let's dump all those packs right out. Looks like we do indeed have... I don't know why they really need to do 12 packs of 4. That seems like overkill. We'll get rid of the security tag, wipe away a little pack dust so we can add some more to it, and we got a flat black matte pack here. Boy, try and say that like 8 times fast. And in case there's any difference, if our zoom wants to work, I know some people are always interested in this. I think it's always pretty much the same as what it says on the back of the box, but there you are. You'll definitely need your glasses to read that. Let's get right into it. We've got 12 packs here. 12 and 4, that's... I don't know. Why do you need to do that, Panini? You couldn't have just made less packs and put a few more cards in there? We shall see what we've got. Also going to be looking for PC Patriots as always, as we peep the design. Basically the same as the basketball edition. They're all going to be pretty sparkly, like a early 2000s prom dress. Here's our first parallel. That is, I think that's a Storm Red, Adam Thielen. Yeah, it is Storm. And it's going to have, those will have multiple color variations. So Storm Red on the Adam Thielen, and our first rookie is Will Howard for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin stepping down after forever with that organization. I don't think the new coach will last that long, just based off of his age. Although you never know. I feel like Mike McCarthy is kind of up there in years. Pack number 2, here we go. We begin with Xavier Legette. Not the Panthers receiver we'll be looking for. Ted McMillan had a great rookie campaign. Rich Gannon. Then we've got our first insert. That is Gridiron Legacy. I believe those will come in like multiple colors as well. But Chad Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco. And then, I guess the rookies will probably be the last ones in each pack, but we've got a Jaden Higgins for the Houston Texans, who had a pretty good season, falling to my squad in the playoffs. Not that I can rub that in based off of how we performed in the Super Bowl. Accidental card dump there. Hopefully we didn't ruin anything good. Devontae Smith is the first one, then we've got another Texan, Derek Stingley Jr. Here's our next red. I think this is probably a Storm Red. Yeah, Storm Red. Mason Taylor, rookie. And then another rookie, Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Ending that one out. Gonna be an interesting offseason for the NFL. I don't know if we can really expect like major moves like we've seen the past few years, although we could be surprised. We've got a Theo Johnson to start. There is Lamar Jackson. See if Baltimore can give him some more firepower. Here's our next parallel, Evan McPherson, Storm Aqua, maybe? Or Teal? And then, there's one to pull there, the James Pierce rookie card, who, of course, made some pretty negative headlines a couple weeks ago. We're not going to dive too deep into that. I'm sure everybody saw it or heard about it. And, I don't think we'll be seeing him playing anytime soon. There is Saquon Barkley. Got a Will McDonald. Here's our next insert. Tyler, is it Shuck? New Wave rookie insert. And then RJ Harvey, who, I guess he wasn't really, technically the starting running back for the Broncos to end the year, but he was basically splitting carries. He was getting a lot of carries anyways that I saw, which is why old Audric got the boot during the season. There is Aaron Rodgers. We'll see if he is sticking around in Pittsburgh or hanging it up. Trey McBride broke the catch record. That's a Storm Red. Kind of a color match there for the Cardinals. And then Quinn Ewers, the final rookie. A number of rookies here, but none of the ones we would really like to see. Most notable one, probably James Pierce Jr., but not for good reasons. Not to make light of that horrible situation, but let's turn that luck around here with a little more than halfway more of the box to go. There's a Theo Johnson Storm Green. And then Colston Loveland. That was the guy that was our case hit in Panini Mosaic a couple of weeks back. 2 or 3 weeks back now. I think we've got 3 or 4 more packs, maybe 5. Tough to tell from the thinness of only putting 4 cards in each pack. Still looking for Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Jadir Sanders, any of the rookie QBs, really. Puka, and then Penix Jr. Here's a Gridiron Legacy Revolution Storm Red, and that one is numbered. Jason Sehorn. And then Jaden Blue rookie card. So an out of 50, Jason Sehorn. Probably not super valuable just because not to trash the guy, but it is only Jason Sehorn. I don't think he's highly collectible. I could be very wrong on that. I'd be surprised. Jamal Lewis begins. DeAndre Swift. Looks like we got another red coming up here. Color match. Jalen Royals on the rookie red. Yeah, Storm Red. And then there is Ted McMillan. We mentioned him at the beginning. That's definitely the best of the base rookies we've come across thus far. I think one of those color matches might possibly be about the same value-wise as the Ted McMillan. Not that they're any good players, but just because they're a color match. That Theo Johnson green, that might actually be number 2. I'm not too sure. I'll have to go back and look at that. Here's Austin Eckler, Stargazing, Jay Jetta. I still say that is the best wide receiver in all of the NFL. I would take him over anybody else. And then Alec Ao Maynor. I have never ever heard of, I've seen some weird spellings of my name, Eric, before, but I've certainly never seen it E-L-I-C, Alec. That is definitely a new one for me. This season, anyways. First time we pulled him probably last year. Javonte Williams for those good old boys. Brian Thomas Jr., another red here. That one is Kyle McCord. And then Pat Bryant, another Broncos rookie to finish off a pack. Speaking of finishing off, that will finish off this box here with this pack. So let's see what we can find. Not a single Patriot in here. I've had horrible luck at even just getting base Patriots out of all of our 2025 football boxes. This one is giving me a hard time. So maybe that's a good sign and or a bad sign. That Jason Sehorn might end up being the best card in the box here. Vinny Testaverde, Kareem Hunt. And there we go, finally a Patriot out of this box. It is, I guess you could say, Pat's legend Wes Welker. I would still call him a legend, but that is Storm Blue, Purple, Magenta. It's a deep purple, and that one is numbered 174 out of 175, so we've gotten a small handful of numbered cards out of this box, despite the lack of the better rookies. That's certainly not one of them there to finish things off, but we'll definitely take that. A little bit of last pack magic for me being a Patriots fan. 174 out of 175. We also had the Jason Sehorn. I believe that was 15 out of 50, and I'm pretty sure that Theo Johnson was out of like 499. I'll go back and take a look at those after we end things here, but that's all I've got for you guys on this one. I still got some more football over here, so that might be what we continue to do next week. We'll see how things go and whatever I feel like getting into next Thursday night. But as always, we'll have something new that we have not seen on the channel to rip next week. So, like I said, that's all I got for you on this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.